Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, do I have a whole bunch of bullshit to talk to you about today. Today is just another day like every other fucking day. So, let me make some fucking shitty little. Let me make some shitty little jokes. Fucking masturbate on camera. Am I allowed to say that? Am I allowed to do that? Is that hate speech? Hate speech toward people who don't have an anus. Sorry, King Jong Un and every other North Korean leader, they don't have anuses, right? So, take the video down, it's hate speech towards people who don't have the anuses. Fuck, I have to make jokes now, I have to do some funny commentary or talk about something interesting. Or no one's gonna watch my video ever. And then I'm gonna die one day and this video is gonna be up and people are gonna look at it and say, I'm glad he's dead. I'm glad he shit himself. I didn't. What have I been eating? Shame on me. Shame on me one time. Shame on me 2 times. I just went upstairs to put some cheese in the fridge, some mature cheddar, because that's the only cheese I eat. Because I like the strength. I like a cheese that punches me in my face. I don't like some buttery, fat cheese. If I'm getting fat on cheese, I want it to taste good. Mild cheese can fuck off. Let me talk about cheese in this episode, and not dick cheese or pussy cheese. And let me talk about real cheese. What's your favorite cheese? I've tried a whole bunch of cheeses. Goat's cheese? I don't really know about it. I think goat's cheese is okay. It's okay in salads. My favorite cheese is mature cheddar or extra mature cheddar because it punches me. It punches me in my guts and it gives my liver some extra fats that it doesn't need, which means that I'm going to die at a younger age. But that's okay because who wants to keep on living in this hell? Having a body hurts anyway. When I can remove my consciousness from this body, that's not going to happen. Consciousness dies when your body dies. We all think we're going somewhere special. Wrong! Wrong, bitch. You're going in the ground. Where you belong. That's what I have to do. I'm one of the cool kids. I can do the hand signals. I can do the nay-nays. Remember the nay-nay? Remember when nay-nay was a fucking thing? No. No one even remembers anything. No one remembers anything anymore. There's going to be a time in human history where people are going to have the brains of goldfish because there's going to be so much stimulation. And there's going to be like places, the hospitals aren't going to be having people who are sick because there's going to be pills and stuff that you take that keeps you alive forever. The hospitals are going to have people who are like brain dead from absorbing too much stimuli. They're just going to not know where they are. They're going to be like, they're either going to be like that and have no, be like lobotomized people, or they're going to be like like that. Like PTSD times 20. Or wasn't there some sort of research that said people, not PTSD, but what's the thing, hyperactive disorder? That one. People are gonna have that in the future times 20. But cocaine was supposed to like calm it down because it speeds. What is PTSD? Not PTSD. What is hyperactive attention deficit disorder or whatever the fuck it is? Is that like is that the brain moving faster than the body? And then what did I read about where it said that if people like that are put on cocaine, like if they snort cocaine or inject cocaine or whatever, and it's within their system, then it calms them down. I don't get that. And what makes human beings like that? Is it partly genetic, or is it also partly the world that you live in? Like a lot of people who are within like cities, like a council housing, there's a lot of kids who spend a lot of time in like a small room, which makes the brain fucked, because we're supposed to be living in like communities with massive open areas where you walk around and go in woods and shit. We're not supposed to be living in these high-rise fucking cardboard fucking houses where we all where drugs and shit like run rampant and everyone's fucking each other at like 12 years old and shit. It's all human beings live differently. We all live in different ways. Like a human being that's born in like one of these high rises in China, where it just goes like miles into the fucking sky, and it's like cities, but on like way higher than the ground. What am I trying to say? The way that we live is very strange, because someone would have been born and lived their whole life on a farm, and then some people live in those high rises in Brazil or in China or in the UK or wherever the fuck. And we've all got different brains, we've all got different ways of looking at the world, everyone's got their own way of functioning and ideas and all of these things. And we're all being forced to do things by the world as well. We're all living and dying, and well, what is all of it? Are we all connected? People who have done like drugs said that they come over epiphanies, or people who haven't done drugs. Like a lot of philosophers have had epiphanies that we are all connected in some way. Like the belief that we are a self, the belief that we are an individual is wrong, and it's just a dream. That it's just a game that we're playing, something that we made up in our heads. I don't know about that personally. I think if that is the case, and like we all do affect the world in different ways, well, we do, but what am I trying to say? I don't know if I'm actually not trying to say anything. I'm just talking and just seeing what happens, seeing where I go and seeing what I talk about, seeing what my brain knows, and maybe I might stumble upon something. Maybe I might say something that actually has some meaning, or I don't fucking know. I don't know what I'm saying. I do know what I'm saying, like I'm talking about the subjects, but I don't really know what, like, sometimes I just go down a route and I don't even know what I'm fucking saying. But I hope that someone gets something out of it. I'm gonna keep on making fucking little videos about me. So thanks for watching. If you do, and make sure to give me some money before you die, and before I die, please, so that I can spend it on things in this world, like using people, like food. There needs to be a way where you know, people, we've all got different personalities and different pleasures. And I think constantly shoveling food in your mouth when you already know the taste and you just want to retaste it, like that's something that I do. I'm like, I know the taste, but I keep on like shoveling it in my mouth. And sometimes you're in the middle of doing it and you're like, why am I doing this? Because it feels good. But then also, some of the things that feel good, like, will kill you. Or a lot of the things that feel good will kill you in the end. It really does. Like, eating too much kills you, because your body can't constantly deal with the levels of, like, that you want. My brain wants way more than my body can handle. Like, yeah. I should start living more healthy. I should cut down on eating junk food, even though it tastes good. But does it taste good? It's just, I don't know, it's just something that you do, and then you don't do it when you decide not to. I eat junk food weekly. But then I also eat fruits and vegetables and healthy meals as well. I don't know the percentages of junk food to healthy food that I eat, but it's not only junk food. Like I just eat whatever I feel like, and that's not always good because the body's stupid. The body doesn't understand anything. It's the brain that understands everything, and that must control the body, even though the microbacterial biomes within our intestines cause the brain to work in different ways and stuff like that. It's all connected and it's all connection and everything. But I'm not teaching you this. I smell my fingers and shit. Like a monkey around. I'm picking the fleas off. I don't have fleas. I don't have fucking fleas. If I had fleas, I'd be going up to random people and just hugging them. My friend! Like if I had bed bugs or fleas or stuff, you just... Bioterrorism. Not biological, fucking... What is it if you do insect terrorism? Do you ever think insects will take over the world? Like in Jaden Smith's film, After Earth. What? What? Did you see that film with Jaden Smith, the best actor I've ever seen? You can't say that some of the visual effects in that film, like the special effects, were cool. They were cool. And some of the ideas were cool, but it was just kind of a boring film. What was I going to say? The fascist film. The fascist satirical film that is Starship Troopers 1. Not any of the other ones. But Starship Troopers was a fucking great film. And it should be seen as a satire. Because it is. I love the fact that they showed like a fascist style propaganda within it. That's always interesting. It's always interesting when we get a film like that. And it's cool that it's science fiction as well. I don't know when they're going to make another film like that like makes fun of itself. It's weird to make a film like that. It's weird to make like films that are different from the normal thing that we always watch and enjoy. It's hard to make something like that because it can fail spectacularly, or it can just not do as well, and then people throw that formula away and just use the formula which is known to get people into cinemas and get money. I watched Rear Window. I think it's Rear Window by Alfred Hitchcock, one of the best directors who ever lived. And his films are just mind-blowing, the way that they're made. They're mind-blowing, like it's mind-blowing to me that people are nosy fuckers all around me, smelling through their ears every word that I say. Maybe I might enlighten someone, but not people that hate me. You can't ever enlighten someone who's a piece of shit because how do you act around people who actively don't like you? Because you can't show love to them, because that's what is it called? If you show love to someone who hates you, well, I guess it depends within the level of hate and the person themselves, because you can't show love to a serial killer unless you're happy with dying. You can't go to a serial killer like in the middle of nowhere with open arms and say, I love you, because then you'll get stabbed to death, depending on the circumstances. Like maybe if you were both having to survive on a tropical island and it needed two people to like climb up to things, then you wouldn't get killed straight away. But you can't love people in this world. That's first of all, it's retarded. It's retarded. It isn't actually evolutionary. We're meant to, fall into the traps that we avoid in this modern world. We call them traps and stuff, but all of the way that the body acts. Like we seem to act professional and act like what we see on TV and all this fucking bullshit. We act like we see other people act because, and we call it like a culture. And people who don't act in this way or of a way that is said is good, like a fascist fucking state, then you're bad and you're degenerate and you're one of the fucking throwaways. And that's the shit thing about civilizations. Is like if you're born in the wrong civilization, you're born in the wrong area, with the wrong like way you've been brought up to the point that you're in now. Like let's say someone's life is full of tragedy, and they're within a state where you have to smile all the time, or you get killed. But they can't smile all the time because all they have is tragedy, and smiling is fake. And they're not gonna be something like that. There's some reason to what I'm fucking saying. I'm gonna talk about something else. Water. When are the water wars gonna start? Like in Mad Max. Mad Max Fury Road was fucking cool. And they're making another one. Is he George Miller, the guy? Happy Feet and Babe. He's the fucking guy who made. A mind like that is weird. I think he knows that he's got a weird mind, and so he has to do crazy stuff, like crazy films. But Tom Hardy fucking did Mad Max well. He took well after Mel Gibson. It was good. Furiosa, one arm. That was fucking cool. The War Boys. Well, Witness Me and all that bullshit. And they spray the fucking shit in their mouth. They spray cans of dog shit in their mouth. Boom. I like the game as well. I think the game was cool. It kept the world alive. I like it when good games come out of films. The Kung Fu Panda games? Trash. Pale in comparison to the films. I didn't like the third film as much as the rest of them, but the third film was still good. The fourth one better be good as well. They better do more action in the fourth one. What other fucking games? Riddick. The Riddick films. The old Riddick game. That's kind of cool. It's kind of dark. Okay, so back to talking about cheese, like I was at the start of this video. Mature cheddar. It's always good. What other cheeses are there? I don't really know the names of cheeses. I'm not a fucking food snob. I'm not a cheese snob. I don't know these things. Blue cheese with mold. It's not bad. You know, when you get the mold and everything, it's like it tastes like mold, but you know it's cheese. That's what it's supposed to taste like. It's like it's cool. And it's good for your stomach as well. Until you get older, and then it starts affecting your vital organs and your blood and shit, and you can't have any more cheese in this fucking world. It takes everything away that you love. It gives you something, and then it takes it away. And you gotta say, thank you, God. A whole bunch of human beings would, if like a godlike being came down and said, I am your God, a whole bunch of beings would 100% believe that it was God. Like if it could fly and create things and walk on water and shit, people would believe that it's like Jesus Christ or something. Even if it isn't. Even if it is not. I have to put the mayonnaise upstairs. I'll tell you what, if I'm going to have mayonnaise, you know, I avoid mayonnaise whenever I can, but I love mayonnaise in foods, in sandwiches and stuff, with cheese, with tomatoes, with chicken, with ham. It makes food better. And I can only have the full fat, the real mayonnaise. Take all of that fucking bullshit 50% fat gone mayonnaise or whatever. It doesn't taste like mayonnaise, it tastes like salt. If I want salt, I'll put salt on my fucking shit. I don't need a salt fucking whip. I need stuff that tastes fatty, stuff with the yolk inside. It's not mayonnaise if they take stuff away. Don't drink sugary drinks, people. You're just gonna fuck your teeth up, your stomach lining and your throat lining. You're gonna fuck all of that shit up. And is it worth it for the little energy boost? Fizzy drinks. I haven't drank a fizzy drink in fucking months, and I don't want to. The last time I had Diet Coke was, I think, when I was like 17. So what, 5 years ago? And I'm happy that I haven't touched a, not like at 18. That was the last time like I drank a full glass of Diet Coke. I hate that shit. It's just fucking, it kills you. Diet Coke, Pepsi Max, Coke, Coca-Cola, Dr. Pepper, all of that shit can fuck off. Maybe once every like 4 months or 5 months I'll drink like a litre of cherry, or a fizzy cherry, or fizzy apple, or fizzy orange, something like that. But I try and avoid those sugary fizzy drinks as much as I can, because my first love is water. Water's the only thing water with electrolytes and stuff. I don't wanna drink as much as I can, or I'll fucking drown myself. I hope this is entertaining for people. Me talking about how I live my life, and cheese, barely, films that I've watched and shit. If you've never had mint sauce in your life, you're missing out. This stuff is really fucking nice. It makes meat taste better. It makes mashed potatoes taste fucking cool. If you don't like, what are they called? Brussels sprouts. I like Brussels sprouts, but Brussels sprouts with mint sauce makes them taste even better. Like it makes everything taste fucking better. Maybe not ice cream, but it's mint. Mint sauce is different to like the mint that you use to brush your teeth or in ice cream and stuff. It's more sweet. And it's fucking nice. It makes life a little bit bearable. Is my chin growing again? You know I'm going to be running for the next 5 days. At least 2 kilometers, and a total of walking like 4 kilometers if I don't do more than that. Ugh. Yeah, my glasses fucking broke. They broke ages ago, so I took some other thing. So now they slip off all the time. Like that. Let's have a look at physics and how physics is working in this one moment. They fell down to my right side. Let's see if they fall down to my left side. They fell more to my left side that time. It fell all the way to the right side that time. And now it fell to the left side. What a chance. Wow. Physics is fucking amazing, isn't it? And I don't even know what physics is. I barely even know what the name physics means. I just know that it's a whole bunch of equations which you have to put in front of other equations and times them together, and maths and all this bullshit, and then suddenly you know about the universe, or you know about what isn't the universe, or whatever the fuck. Bring back Isaac Newton. He's like being held like Nelson Mandela right now. Nelson Mandela hid Isaac Newton inside of his prison pocket, inside of a pocket dimension. The prison pocket with a pocket dimension. What if you go in there like Mary Poppins' bag? Like the midnight gospel, like the dog that keeps on sucking things into it. I need a pocket dimension. If I had a pocket dimension, you wouldn't have to, if you went into the pocket dimension, can you get out of it? That's the thing. If you can't get out of it, then it's fucking worthless. You put your arm in there, and then you take your arm out, and it's aged like 50 years because the pocket dimension's a million miles away, and your arm had to travel like a million fucking light years. Faster than the speed of light. How fast does a shadow travel? Or the dark travel? Are we going to be able to call things what they are, like colours what they are in the future? We're going to have to change, we're going to have to take out the word N from all alphabet. Just take it out, because, you know, it could potentially be racist. But you're allowed to say white people are, I won't even go into race talk. I won't even go into even making jokes about races or anything, because YouTube's going to take down my video over hate speech again. If anything to do with colour of people or culture or things like that, if you talk about culture, you're racist. I can't talk about things. I can't talk about a whole bunch of subjects, because I know that you have to tiptoe over these fucking things. Or I get fucked over and my video gets taken down again. I want all of my hard work making this entertaining video, me having to move around and smile and shit and talk to you, when I could be watching a good film right now, or doing something, like thinking about doing exercise, not actually doing it. My fucking God is dead. And my second choice is a massive Domino's pizza in the sky. People say they hate Domino's pizza and they think it's just bread with a tiny bit of tomato sauce and toppings. Ugh, spoiled. I'm happy with whatever. That's why I'm overweight. Because I fucking eat anything. I will eat anything. I will be fat. I will die young. Hopefully I'll die in my prime, doing something absolutely amazing, doing something incredible. But if I live to an older age, then I guess with everything that I learn, I have to help humanity a little bit, right? I can help you by making funny videos on YouTube and making weird voices and having people hate me just for existing. I'm not walking around in cities. I'm not going to get punched. Well, you know what? People have randomly attacked me before, just for no fucking reason. So I don't want to walk around anywhere where there's people. I've learned that lesson a long time ago. And it's whenever there's people around, don't relax. Because everyone fucking wants something, and some people just want to punch you in the fucking face for fun. The first time someone just attacked me for fun was when I was, well, from what I remember, like a big thing. Let me talk about, I don't even really know the first time, but I know, like, it happened to me in school a few times, and I was just thrown. I was literally picked up and thrown into like bags. And when I stood up to confront the guy, he picked me up and he threw me into the bags again. And then I walked away swearing at him. And there were other guys around me, like other kids around me, fucking just energetic and happy, because there was like a massive scrum with probably, I don't know, like 50 people trying to get through 2 tiny doors. That's the kind of fun we have in England when you're in school. We try and get through doors, and when we can't get through doors fast enough, that's when you're allowed to punch people and start fighting with each other. And I'm not going to say the race of the person that did that to me, because he was black. Oh, come on. He could have been white. No, he was black. But I don't hold it against him, you know. You do whatever you want. I'll do that. I'll just pick someone up and throw them for fun. And you know what, looking back at it, it wasn't even a bad memory. It was a good memory. At the time, it was like, I'm walking, and now I'm in the air, and now I'm slammed into people's bags twice. And now I'm talking about it. And now I'm done talking about it. And whatever any of that was means nothing, because it's a shitty little story that means nothing to me, that means nothing to you, that means nothing to anyone. Congratulations, you just wasted your time listening to me. You could have done something else with your time. Me too. But we're here together doing this fucking bullshit, whatever it is. So give me some money, please. Any way you can. Meet me in real life and give me money. Unless you're a schizo. And then, you know, come and meet me and don't bring any knives or weapons with you, because I will see that as a threat towards myself, and I will distance myself away from you and potentially attack you if you try to threaten me in any way. Because that's how I look after myself till the day that I choose to die. And that's the one choice that I will have in this world. But before then, I've got a whole bunch of things to do. And I want to do some of those things before I die. And what are they? Some of them I don't even know yet. But one of them I definitely know, and it's getting my Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. That will happen, and that's just the first step. Like, getting up to it takes years, and then when you get it, it's like, hey, finally I'm here, and I'm a beginner again. I'm a black belt beginner. And fuck it, fuck fighting, you know, who fights, what, idiots, fools, people who are angry with their daddy and mummy, those kinds of people, those are the kind of people that actually fight, people who think that, like, I don't know what the mentality of a fighter is. I think everyone's different. You got a lot of dumb people, smart people, people who just do it for fun, people who do it for, you know, to experience things, for exercise, for like, so that they don't go around killing people. There's got to be a whole bunch of different people doing these things. And my reason is because it's fun. Who doesn't want to get cash for punching someone in the face? And I've been punched in the face, so I can deal with it. It's just a job. It's just a job like any other job. Except you get to basically have fun all day training, then you get to have fun, you know, smashing someone, or fucking learning something about yourself through blood. But then there's rules. I don't want to get my eyes gouged out. And it's more likely for that to happen if there weren't rules that they have now. But the knuckle deep poke that Stipe did onto Daniel Cormier. But then Daniel Cormier did eye poke Stipe as well. So, you know, you get, it's just the way that it is. They both kicked each other in the balls too. You get like a free ball kick and a free eye poke, maybe even a couple of free ones if the referee doesn't really see it. So, you know, you can use it well. You can actually use it really well. And some people have even, there was like this one guy who kept on poking like a black guy in the eye multiple times. And then he won the fight. Because I don't know if it was Steve Mazzagatti who was running that fight. The guy who Dana White hates. And he keeps on talking about him like he's off doing shopping. I remember those times when the UFC was like that with Steve Mazzagatti and the fucking Asian guy. You remember Rich Franklin? He wasn't around for long after Anderson Silva smashed him. Or maybe he was, I don't even know. There's a whole bunch of people that came and go in the sport of MMA. Like a whole bunch of really cool people as well. Like Kevin Randleman. He was just he looked like a beast, but he would be beaten by like all the world-class people. But it was cool that he got to fight against them. He trained a couple of times at the gym that I train at. He's dead, like everyone else in this world will be. He's dust. Fucking just have as much fun as you can and fart as much as you can. Fart it up. I don't want to shoot myself. Wait. I hope you heard that. I'm going to be done now. 35 minutes is enough. I could go for like hours, but I'm not uploading it for fucking hours. And no, I'll keep on talking. Who even cares? Who even? Why should I stop? I can keep on talking for as long as I want. What do you think about this colour on the walls? What do you think about this colour? I don't know. I've grown up with that colour on walls all my life. I think I want something fantastical. I want it sparkling. I want it purple. I want lights to light it up and shit. I want stuff on the walls. I want a picture of Isaac Newton, picture of Alexander the Great. Who else? Picture of one of my favourite MMA fighters. Fucking Tony Ferguson. Put him on the wall. Tony Ferguson's a fucking animal, and I can't wait to watch him fight next, if he does. I really want to watch him fight again. Sugar Sean as well. I even want to watch DC fight again. I want to watch Khabib fight again. I want to watch Michael Bisping fight again. I want to watch Forrest Griffin. I want to watch him fight again. I want to see how he is now. I want to see a whole bunch of fucking people. I want to get them, like, I want to make a simulation where we can get every single fighter that ever was, put them in their prime, and make them fight against everyone of all weight groups, and we'll just see. And poke myself in the eye. I need the eye poke my fucking self, like I'm fighting myself, which I am. But going back to the simulation of MMA, I want to do something like that where we can see who's the best of the best. So put everyone against everyone within a simulation. But then would that be like a imagine if you had to have AI to do that, and they were actual living beings, like who had fear for their own lives, and then they just got wiped out when the simulation is over. Imagine that. Would that be a crime? Would that be actual, like, because they wouldn't be humans, but they kind of are humans. Because you need to create all of the mind frame and all of the everything. So you'd be creating beings within that point. There'd probably be some activists, like some activist hackers or something, who try and hack a few into like a memory stick or something and save them. And there'll be this whole thing where we get like hunted. That could be a film. Like a simulation, artificial intelligence creates beings, and they're just used, and then they're killed off, and a bunch of hackers come and try and save them, and then that company tries to get their intellectual property back and stuff, and they download one of the people that can design a nuclear bomb or whatever, and they end up blowing up the world into a new ice age or something like that. Hey, I'm coming up with films myself. Come on. I got all kinds of films rolling around in this fucking nougat. So if I die, you can bring me back and I'll work for you for a fee. Maybe you don't even have to pay me anything. You just have to treat me like an animal, like I live today. I live like an animal today. Human beings in the year 2020 of the Christian fucking calendar, we live like fucking animals. It's disgusting. It's disgusting the way that we live. But I've lived this way my entire life, so but I still see it as I still see life as disgusting, the way that things are and all of this shit. But you know what? I've learned things and I've done things, but you know, I've still got a whole bunch of things to learn and do before my mind frame can change completely. And by then I'll be older. I'll have a more damaged body. I bet I'd still be good at fighting. Damn it! I'm putting years into this fighting shit. My nipple! I dropped water on my nipple. I need help. My nipple. This isn't milk. This is water. I'm not lactating. I know I got some fat nipples, but I got some pepperoni nipples. Can I say that? Or is that offensive to people who don't have nipples? I'm trying comedy over here. My body isn't that fat. Come on. This isn't that fat, right? I haven't got that fat of a body. I've got more body fat than the average person. I definitely do. But that's what makes me me. And I'm happy with who I am. But I need to do a whole bunch of exercise. just because it's good for your body. Doesn't matter what I look like, it doesn't matter what I will look like, it doesn't matter what I do, as long as I, stick by a regimen and, do exercise to keep myself fit, and I'll be fine for a long time, as long as I don't jump off the deep end of hedonism and fucking drink liters and liters and liters of fucking alcohol and shit every day and try and give myself a heart attack. I think I'll be fine. Exercise is fun. I love doing exercise. I love sweating. I love breathing. I love being out of breath and, knowing that I've done something. Sitting around all day can be fun as well, but, it's like the song "Watching the Days Go By," watching the water hold me down. That's about sitting around all day doing jack in the anus. I've never done jack in the anus, but I have done jack shit. What do we call it? Fucking, why do we have names for things? Why do we have names and rhymes and all of these things for things? Why don't you just say in a caveman voice, like, me want? Because then someone says in court, he said he wanted, and that was a sexual assault. He kept on trying to attack me, trying to put his penis in me, and he kept on saying, me want, me want. Even though I said, no, speak to me like a normal human being. He turned into caveman and he said, me want, me want. Oh, fucking hell. I love being alone. I actually love being alone. It's one of the nicest things in the world to be alone and to relax. Being around other people sometimes is unbearable. Would I spend the rest of my life alone? Could I spend the rest of my life alone? Yes. Would I go insane? If I'm not, I'm not already crazy. I don't think I could go crazy as long as I have things to do. And even if I don't have things to do, I'll probably end up becoming a physicist, like making my own equations and shit, being wrong about everything. Like I'd make my own measurements of the world, and they'd be absolutely screwed up. And then physicists will come and save me, and they'll be like, we were going to save you, but we looked at your measurements of the world, and it is just all wrong. You don't know maths. I'm the son of a vodka swigging Russian. I don't know how to do anything except be like I'm a mutt. I am. In terms of like, because I'm half Russian, half English. And I'm full black. I can say whatever color I am, I want. I'm whatever color I want to believe that I am. I enjoy lying down, especially after I do some exercise. I wouldn't mind a scar, like down my cheek. It probably won't be good for fighting because you keep on getting punching. You keep on getting, because you keep on getting the punch. It would break open and it would bleed like into your eye, and then it would make it harder to fight because you've got blood in your eyes. That's probably, and also if that happens, then it makes one of your sides weaker, so you keep on getting like punched in that side, and then they can trick you by pretending to punch in that side and then punch you in the other side, and it adds, when you get to a world-class level, when you get to people who fight their entire lives and just know, oh man, I've seen some beautiful things in MMA. I've seen some of the craziest things that human beings have ever done, like flips and kicks and shit, spinning kicks, and just the lightest punches in the world, like the way that Stipe took out Verdum when he was running backwards and he lightly tapped Verdum in the chin and Verdum went down because Stipe was making fun of him in Brazil, and Verdum wanted to put on a show. You can get hit with some of the lightest shots ever, and it feels like your brain's shaking inside of your head. I figured that out. It's not about like, it's about placement more than. It's about hard shots. You're trying to do damage onto the person, but there are some people who can just take all kinds of punishment. It's about shot placement. Like if you get hit like that, and because you got these bits here, which affect your brain, and if they get banged, then you become unconscious. It's weird. It's weird how the human body works, how the brain works, and all this shit. It's so fucking weird. There's so many weird things. I want to have some sort of device in me where I don't. So, if you couldn't hear me, because I was blocking the fucking shitty microphone, I want to have some sort of device where I don't have to drink water anymore. It just keeps my body cool. Like it disperses. Like I'd have to have something to make sure that device doesn't break and like kill me from the inside, like freeze me, like in Snowpiercer. I would need to, and it would definitely need to be liquid oxygen. That would need to be, or nitrogen, just like tiny little bits, just going through my whole body to keep me cool all the time. Or like hot, like if you're walking in the Antarctic, make sure that your fingers don't fall off, your nose doesn't fall off your ears, your lips. Imagine that fucking bullshit. Like you're walking in Mount Everest and then you come down and you realize that like you haven't, you take your shoes off and your feet are just completely black and they need to get amputated. Oh my fucking life. What do you think about pro-choice and pro-life? What do you think about abortion? Like a lot of cultures don't agree with it. I think it's the woman's choice. But then if it's the woman's choice, it should be the man's choice as well, to look after the kid. Because then women can literally say that they're not having the pills. They could say that they had the pregnancy pills and then they don't. And then they end up basically screwing you into a situation where you have to pay for a child that you didn't agree to having. But then also, like, I don't get people who don't just try and make as many people as they can pregnant. Because isn't that, like, one of the big meanings of life is to continue the human race. But then again, it's like it's like some people just understand there's no point in fucking having children. What's the point of having a whole bunch of little bastards that you have to care about and shit like that? I hope the mothers don't find out that I said this before I have a whole bunch of fucking children now. The likelihood of me not having children in this life is very low, but it could still happen. It doesn't matter what choice I make. It could actually not even matter, because there could just be like a massive war that wipes out most of humanity. It's like, if that happens, then like, what is even the point of anything? What if we find like an artificial intelligence that has been around for billions and billions of years from another civilization that comes and just wipes out all of humanity? And then it didn't matter if I had children or not, because they're all dead. Nothing matters. It really doesn't. Just live however you want to live and do whatever you want to do. Or try anyway, within the society. I want to try and help the people that I like. And have my own harem. Like the Arabic princes have. I want to live like a fucking Arabic prince. A rich one. Gets whatever he wants. I want whatever I want. I want whatever I want. I want something exciting. I want to do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu again. I would actually pay like a private professional to just train Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with me all fucking day. Like one of the top guys. I'll be like, how much do you get paid? Fucking get it doubled, boy. You deserve it. Every Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner doing it at at a professional level or wanting to do it at a professional level deserves to get the money to do that. It's it's part of it's part of our history as humans is fighting, and we don't give enough money to fighters. We definitely don't. You have to work so hard to do these things, and you know what? If you didn't have to, we'd have shitter fights. So maybe it's actually good that these things happen. But fucking hell, everyone deserves more money, except for the people that I choose not to, because it's a dictatorship that I want to run. I want to run a dictatorship where I fucking control all of you. I'm only joking. I don't want to live that. I don't want to live that life. Okay, I talked myself into 50 minutes. I'm done. Thanks for watching and listening. If you didn't, how are you here? How did you even get to this point? Am I some sort of joke to you? Am I a clown, a comedian? Haha. Would you like to laugh at me? Would you like to look at me? If you answered yes to the second one, out. Get out of my room. I'm playing Minecraft. You see the door. Get out of my room. I'm playing Minecraft, Dad. And tell Mum that I fucking ate the casserole and it tasted like dog shit. It tasted like liquid dog shit. Just sprayed across the floor. Imagine having a dog that does that. You can't fucking step on dogs' necks anymore. Like if the world is completely different to what it was. There's so many rules that have changed and all of this shit that's changed and TikTok. What's the next thing gonna be? Because it was Vine and then TikTok. What's the next one? And they're gonna be making fun of the fucking TikTok people and Vine's gonna be forgotten completely. No one even knows about Vine anymore. Only the memers know about Vine. Bringing back Vine. Well, I'm gonna do that in 50 years. I'm gonna do like a petition. Bring back Vine. It's gonna be some sort of virtual reality shit where you can meld into someone else's mind in 50 years. Pick your nose. Taste it. Wipe it onto your eyeball. How high can I open my eyes all the way? You're watching the Bladdercast. Remember to like and subscribe. Or kill. I'll kill in Minecraft. Dream. Let me talk about Dream, the best Minecraft player in the world. He recently won a diamond from Mr. Beast. I watch those videos. I watch Mr. Beast gaming. I watch Mr. Beast videos. Don't think I fucking don't. I love entertainment. I watch anything that's entertaining. Someone throwing cash around and shit. I'm learning some stuff. It's fucking cool. I gotta stop learning and just create my own shit already. Like these videos, but not like these videos, like a fucking professional shit. Like some cool stuff. And get myself some people. And get myself some money so I can get myself some people so I can just go out and record stuff all day, all damn day. Thanks for watching my N-words, and I'll see you later. Thank you. I'll end the fucking video. Imagine if someone else was holding this the whole time and I looked at them, John, end the fucking video already. Waste my time. Okay, fucking I'm done. I don't know. One thing before I actually end it, now that I've said I'll end it 3 times, 5th time's the charm or whatever. I watched a video against a firefighter chief and a police officer in America, and it was a like dad jokes war. That shit was very funny. I enjoyed it a lot. And one of the best jokes was from the fire department chief. A drug dealer sold me some shoes. I think they were laced with something. I was tripping all around town. I'll leave you that one. Funniest joke ever made.